Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you guys a new little palette that I had picked up from Natasha Denona, and I had actually picked this up off beautylish.com. They did kind of a pre-sale of all her eyeshadow palettes on their website if you had their newsletter and their link, and then they came out to the public as well, or they're about to. But either way, I picked up the 5-pan palette in the shade number 2, which is like the kind of like rosy champagne colors. They've got purples, rose gold, and like a couple of neutral colors. So I have been eyeing this palette so long on her website, and it's been out of stock forever. And so I was so excited when it came up on beautylish.com and that they had it in stock and everything. So I was able to pick this up. Now, I'm sure you guys know her palettes are ultra expensive. You guys have probably seen all over Instagram and YouTube the $250 palette that has tons and tons of shades in there, and they're beautiful and gorgeous, and I just didn't want to spend that much money honestly on all shimmer shades, but I wanted a 5-pan palette so bad. So this does retail for $50. And I know it's really expensive, but these are gorgeous colors that I just have not found anything quite equivalent anywhere else. The only thing that upset me is that if you guys can tell, I don't know if you can, it kind of like slants down right here, like the packaging. I don't know if you can take out this little rectangle with the actual eyeshadows in it or what. I didn't want to try because I didn't want to break my palette, so I'm going to have to just email them and ask if it should be like that or what. But that was the only disappointment. But other than that, the packaging is like just like kind of typical plastic packaging, nothing special. I do like the fact that you get to see all the eyeshadows in it. So nothing special there, but they are really expensive, but I say they're totally worth the money. They're amazing quality, and I'm so excited I picked up these shades. They're beautiful. So let me swatch them for you guys, and then I will tell you what I think about all the different colors. And I did go ahead and prime my hand with some foundation. This is the Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation, just so that you guys get an idea, since you typically do wear a foundation or some kind of, you know, corrector or concealer or eye primer on your eyes underneath these eyeshadows. But the first shade is the shade number 22M, which is maroon. And oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful like bronzy rose gold color. So the next shade, actually, I just realized they read backwards on the back. So this shade that I just tried is actually 51M Rosewood, which would explain why it's such a beautiful rosy kind of brown color. So they go backwards. I have to read them backwards. So this one is, let's see, 40M Lavender Gray. And this one might be my favorite color out of this entire palette. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Now, I do find that there is quite a bit of fallout with these products when you are swatching them and really digging your hand in there. I like to go in with a flat shader brush, which I believe is my MAC 242 brush, are my favorite way to apply this shadow, this shadow, this shadow, and this shadow. And then as long as you tap it off, I find that I have absolutely no fallout and no problem. But if you're really digging your hand in there or your brush and not tapping it off, you will get some fallout. But this is a beautiful bronzy champagne color. Then the shade in the middle is 64V, which is a really pretty transition color. It does have like the slightest bit of shimmer in it, but it's definitely on the more matte side. So this is what I like to use as the transition shade with any of these colors. And so there is it swatched. Even though it's kind of a brown, it does have like a mauve-y rose gold undertone to it. Really pretty. And then this one works really well with my Sigma E40 brush. And then this one right here is 87M, which is light coral. And this one is just a really pretty corally gold color. And it does kind of blend into the skin, but in person it's beautiful. Like when the light reflects right there, beautiful coral gold shade. And then this last shade is actually 22M Maroon, and this is just a really deep, sparkly, vibrant purple. Such a pretty color to have in addition to these colors, because there's so many looks you could do with all these. So they're beautiful. Let's see, last color right here. There you go. It's just a really deep purple plum color. So that is the entire palette right there. Stunning. Like those first two shades right here, which are Rosewood and Lavender Gray. Beautiful. Stunning. Like they are so wet. This is easily the best formula of eyeshadows I've ever used in my life. These beat Makeup Geek, these beat Morphe, these beat MAC. Like they're just amazing. They beat Violet Voss that I just did the review on it, which those were awesome. Like this is easily the creamiest, buttery, velvety formula I've ever used. They beat every other brand, Tarte, everything. Like so beautiful. Look how wet and gorgeous they are and how they reflect in the light. They're stunning. The wearability on these eyeshadows are amazing. I put this on at 8 o'clock in the morning. I can't remember if I used foundation or an actual eyeshadow primer that day. I mean, 10 o'clock at night when I got home from work, beautiful, amazing, still pigmented, like gorgeous, like this color. I had wore rosewood that day, still looks stunning and just amazing. So I'm so impressed by the actual quality of these eyeshadows that for $50 for 5, which does seem like a lot, even though that makes them individually 10, which is not that bad compared to like Makeup Geek or MAC. They're so worth the money. Beautiful, stunning, amazing. They blend like a dream. The only thing is that they are mostly all shimmers besides this one, but I actually really like that. I have, you know, you have this one as the transition shade, and then I can use other colors if I want to, but they're almost so beautiful that honestly you could make them work standalone. They're just so stunning, and the formula, I can't get over how creamy and buttery they are. I've never touched a product that is just so creamy, and like you can see, like I'm kind of blending it out right here, and look how just so pigmented it is when I still blend it out. Like the color just transfers beautifully and blends out so effortlessly. It's just stunning. And this palette, oh, these colors give me life. I'm so excited I got these because, as you guys know, you've heard me mention before, I'm obsessed with rose gold and champagnes and neutral colors like that. So I think this is such a fun, beautiful palette. I love the colors in it. This one's a fun pop of color. This one's a nice little neutral one when you want to do like a more subtle look. And then you got this really nice like grayish mauve-y transition color. So I'm in love with this palette. I think they're beautiful. In the future, I may have to look into getting a couple of the other palettes because they have some really great shades. They have tons and tons of colors. They have really good palettes where they've got like a whole skew of colors that just look beautiful together. I know they have one that looks like mermaid greens and blues. They have this. They have a very neutral color. They have quite a few palettes. I can't remember off the top of my head, but maybe like 8 to 10 of these 5-pan palettes that are just gorgeous. So for $50, her actual formula of her products are so worth the money. Beautiful, gorgeous, ultra pigmented, ultra soft, buttery, easy to work with. I mean, some of the best color payoff that you're gonna get. Just they're so foiled and beautiful and wet, and I'm in love with this palette so much. So you definitely will be seeing a look in the future with this palette in the next couple weeks. I can't wait to do one for you guys. So let me know in the comment section down below if you've picked up any of her palettes, what you think of them, what colors you have. I would love to know all your thoughts. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!